Thank you, Dean Kumar, and to all the graduates and families here today. A special thanks to my wonderful grandma and grandpa, to my cheerleaders, my mama sitting here, and my papa cheering me on from above. Thank you to my sister Sabrina for reminding me that college should be equal amounts of work and play. And of course, none of the graduates would be here today without all the parents out there. Thank you to mine, my dad, who I called to discuss every amazing lecture I had, and my mom, who's just as brilliant, but took on the tough calls home in the times when I just needed my mom. For a million reasons, I couldn't have done this without you both. Let's start with a story. A few years ago, my sister brought home a goldfish she won at our state fair. If you've ever been to a state fair, you know those goldfish typically have lifespans shorter than the car ride home. But not this one. Against all odds, that fish defied expectations and lived for many years. Now, for just a moment, I want you to imagine yourself as that goldfish. When we first came to Penn, we were small, uncertain, and perhaps a bit overwhelmed, but full of potential, ready to immerse ourselves in something greater than we had ever known. And now, here we are, not just in Penn Engineering's iconic fishbowl, though I'm sure you spent countless hours there too, but about to graduate from one of the most incredible institutions in the world. I remember when I first decided on Penn. People told me I'd be a little fish in a big pond. At the time, that was scary. It felt scary meeting all you accomplished people. But in the midst of all that uncertainty, something happened. We formed these amazing friendships. The scary parts of being in a big pond became the very forces that bonded us. The friendships may have started in Thursday night Math 114 study sessions, or CS office hours, but they are now relationships we will have forever. For better or worse, being an engineer united us, and that started to make things easier. That's not to say it was all smooth sailing. While some, like myself, struggled through building an operating system, others made cockroaches dance, or built engines, or created robots, or made batteries out of tires, or designed complex chemical systems. But at some point, these tasks shifted from cumbersome assignments to adventures we got to explore alongside great friends. So today, I think back to that little fish in a big pond comment and can't help but think, boy, has that been true, in the very best way. As a class, we've launched startups, invented through senior design, led clubs and organizations, and worked to make a difference in the Philadelphia community. Through each challenge, we've shown resilience and strength. I can't count the number of times I've called home, but not to say that someone outscored me on an exam. Rather, to tell my family that my friend got into the Startup Accelerator Y Combinator, or won the President's Innovation Prize, or got their dream job. What's cooler? We are so much more than what we have studied. We are athletes, artists, and performers. We are advocates, explorers, and scholars. We are innovators, leaders, and dreamers, each unique in our passions, yet united by our shared aspirations to leave a meaningful mark on this world. Sometimes, in the busyness of Penn, we forget where we are. But today, remember it. You can't get all that in a small pond. Now, Remember those small goldfish that entered this big pond that is Penn? Want to know the cool thing about goldfish? They have this biological property where they may start out small, but they grow to the size of whatever tank they're in. So for the last 4 years, we've been growing. We are no longer the small fish who first entered. We have become big fish, ready for our next chapter. And that chapter is calling. It's time to leave this tank and venture into the vast uncharted ocean, filled with new challenges, new opportunities, and endless possibilities for growth. I know that we are ready. Equipped with the tools Penn has given us and the relationships we've built, we are prepared to make waves in this world. By coming here, we have the opportunity of a lifetime, and it's finally in our hands. Class of 2025, it's our time now. As we embark on this journey, let's remember the words of Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. What lies within us, the lessons we've learned, the friendships we've forged, and the growth we've experienced is what will guide us forward. From this day on, let us never be afraid to be the little fish in any room, because as our time at Penn has taught us, those are the places we will grow most. And with that, I'm confident that together, we will show the world that little fish can become something remarkable. Thank you, and congratulations.